If you don't think that this is one of the greatest years in wrestling history right now, then I don't know what type of grass you are smoking. Because 2024 so far has been a great year for wrestling. One of the biggest years for the WWE. And we're only in January. We're only in the beginning of the year. And already things are being set in motion. A lot of changes are coming. A lot of moves are being made. And, things could lose momentum between now and the rest of the year. Um, I just don't see it happening. I mean, we're off to a great start. And one of the biggest moves that were made is Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, joining the board of directors, becoming a member. Now, this doesn't really surprise me, but at the same time, I wasn't expecting it. I mean, this is the same guy that is looking to be the president of the damn country. And yeah, he's trying to be president. He's definitely looking to be president someday down the line, looking to be elected. But man, is this a big power move. And the reason why I'm not surprised is because, I mean, look at The Rock. The Rock has a lot of influence at this point, and it's pretty much his game when it comes to what he wants to do. I mean, he's already probably the biggest star in Hollywood, no doubt. It seems likely that we will get The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania. But I said it before in the last video that if we're going to do The Rock versus Roman Reigns, we got to do it this year. There's no waiting next year, because by next year, you might lose interest. The interest level might go down by next year. And who knows what commitments that The Rock has next year, right? He may have less commitments this year when it pertains to Hollywood. But at WrestleMania, The Rock is definitely going to be included in some type of capacity, whether it's a match, whether it's a backstage segment, or talking to the fans in the ring, or maybe being a special guest referee, or probably the host of WrestleMania. I wouldn't be surprised if they made The Rock the host of WrestleMania. There's a possibility that could happen, right? But this is one of the biggest moves being made right now, right? And I just want to say this. The power dynamic in the WWE has definitely shifted from McMahon. I mean, for all these years, it was all McMahon. Like, it was all Vince. Like, Vince was the main power guy, right? The real power guy in a suit for many, many years. The owner, of course, the guy that started it all when it came to taking wrestling to the mainstream. He definitely set the bar. He set the standard, right? And he's been running this for a very long time. The past couple years, the past year and a half, things have definitely shifted. He definitely has faded out of the spotlight, and he definitely has taken a back seat, especially from being the head of creative. He's not involved in that anymore. Thank God for that. I know he still owns, some stock of the company. That's for sure. but he's not in control like how he used to be. And he's no longer the main power guy. Like, there are other equally or more powerful men in this company, right? That's above him, right? The Rock is in a big power position right now. And then when you look at the power dynamics when it comes to the McMahons and Triple H and Shawn Michaels, you know, DX, it's crazy how Shawn Michaels and Triple H are basically the kings of wrestling. They are the ones that are, you know, are in charge of the future of pro wrestling in the WWE. They are the ones that are steering the ship. Shawn, obviously, in NXT, and Triple H, you know, running things on the main roster, right? When it comes to a talent perspective. And that's the main thing, right? The talent, right? Whoever thought that those two would have been in control of talent, creative, and just running things straightforward. Now they're running this now. And Vince is out the way. But now you have a Samoan. You have a Samoan, as you know, The Rock, that is a member of the board of directors. Big star in Hollywood. A legend in the WWE. Well, I wouldn't say Hall of Famer, but he's not that yet. But there's just a lot of power dynamics going on right now. I mean, you can even say the Rhodes family, like Cody Rhodes, because I don't think it's any secret that Cody has some pull backstage. He definitely has some power, you know. He definitely has a say in, you know, some creative freedom and what he can do, right? He has more influence backstage. And so there's just a lot of powerful people right now in the WWE, because for so long, it has been Vince McMahon running everything. Of course, he has his minions, right? The thing is, he's always had people under him. It never felt like there was anybody above Vince, right? It was always Triple H, Stephanie, Shane, a step below Vince. He had what's that guy's name? Jerry Briscoe, Pat Patterson. Like, those were like his two main guys, you know, that were always by his side. And of course he had Kevin Dunn. Kevin Dunn was also one of his people. But look, Kevin Dunn, he is done. He's gone. He out. You know, the guy that's responsible for giving the audience at home so much nauseum, you know, from all those constant and, you know, just nauseating, you know, camera shots and stuff. And it was just very hard to watch. Very annoying too. So I'm glad he's gone. You know, I'm definitely glad he's gone. And you know, that's just part of the shift. And I don't know where this is going with The Rock being a member of the board of directors. Obviously, you know, things are looking to change. And you know he's going to have way more influence because, you know, he's a big star in Hollywood, but he's also a legend in the business. So, and he's very well respected, well liked. So, yeah. He's definitely going to be part of WrestleMania. If he's not wrestling, he's definitely going to be in some type of capacity as a referee, or maybe in a backstage segment or hosting, right? Who knows? And it doesn't surprise me because his daughter, Ava Raine, is now the GM, the general manager of NXT. That's right, you heard that correctly. Ava Raine, The Rock's daughter, is NXT GM. William Regal, he pretty much passed on the torch, his GM position of NXT, to Ava Raine. And she's only 22. She's very young. So this might be history being made, because this is probably the first young general manager we ever had that was like 22, in their early 20s. This is probably the youngest GM of all time. I'm pretty sure it is. And it's unbelievable. In literally 1 month, The Rock is a member of the board of directors of TKO and WWE. And his daughter is the NXT general manager. The NXT general manager. I mean, that's crazy. Father and daughter, they're running it. And then you got Roman Reigns, the undisputed champion, the longest reigning champion, of modern day, of the modern era. So when it comes to the power dynamics, you could add the Samoans to that list, along with the Rhodes, right? Cody Rhodes, McMahon, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, the DX, the whole DX connection, right? And someone tells me that Stephanie could be back too. I think they'll bring back Stephanie in some type of position, right? I can see that happening. Eventually, she'll eventually come back. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. I mean, it's pretty crazy. Literally 20 years ago. I mean, not 20 years ago, 24 years ago, Triple H, The Rock, had one of the biggest rivalries of the Attitude Era in 2000, during a time where Stone Cold was out with injury. But, it was the WWF's hottest year. Did great numbers and great business overall. And it's mind-boggling to think that 24 years later, they're running shit. One is in board directors, the other is head of creative. I mean, it's really mind-boggling. But it just shows you that within the WWE and pro wrestling, anything can happen. And that moves me on to the next topic, which is Raw is Netflix. That's right. A $5 billion deal. I don't know how this is going to go, to be honest. I mean, like I said, anything could happen. Anything can go wrong this year. Well, this is next year, right? This is going to be in 2025, where Raw will be exclusively on Netflix. Netflix is pretty well known. I mean, a lot of people got Netflix, right? I just purchased a membership like a month ago, not knowing that Raw was going to be on Netflix. I think the only way this is really going to work is you gotta trim the fat. We got to get 2 hours, okay? Because I don't think anybody's going to sit up on Netflix and watch a 3-hour Raw episode. And you got to step up the quality of the show. Nothing can be lagging. Nothing can be falling short, lackluster. Like, we got to really, kick things into high gear. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the creative, when it comes to the quality of the shows, and obviously Netflix allows, you know, rated R content. You know, it allows for more TV 14 type of content, whatever. You know, just more edgier content, right? You'll get that on Netflix. Netflix has more edgy content, and they got to go all out. If this is going to work long term, you need to really establish your talent. Give the fans, give people a reason to tune in on Netflix every Monday night to watch Raw for 2 hours. You got to give the people a reason to want to tune in, to want to buy a subscription. Now, here's the thing, right? Netflix has been around for a long time. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have a Netflix subscription, okay? I'm pretty sure that there are people, a lot of people out there that already have a Netflix membership, and they're on Netflix for other reasons, right? For other movies or watching other series, TV shows, and whatnot. You know, let's not pretend Netflix doesn't have a lot of subscriptions, because they do. So this could work out, or it could flop. So we'll have to see and find out. I mean, this is like a year away from them making the move. So we don't want to prejudge anything. We don't want to jump to conclusions. Oh, it's going to flop. No one's going to watch Raw on Netflix. You don't know that for sure. You say that now, but you know, your goofy ass is going to tune in to watch Raw on Netflix. And you were saying last year, ain't nobody going to be watching that. Nobody going to be watching no Raw on Netflix. Okay, but you're the first one watching. So, come on now. But it's like $5 billion. Like, that's a lot of money. That is a huge, huge deal being made right there. But once again, I got to give the WWE some credit, because they're making big moves right now, and bold moves. So we'll have to see those numbers, how many subscriptions and how many people are tuning in to watch it. What are the ratings going to look like? What's the viewership going to be like on Netflix? We'll have to wait and see. But I would like to see them with this move to Netflix, now finally being off of a television network after 30 plus years, right? I would like to see them do different stuff, like approach their product in a more different way. Like, give us something new, give us something refreshing, make the show 2 hours, you know, like just give us good quality episodes of Raw. Like, just give the people a reason to want to tune in to watch Raw on Netflix. And we're really going to see in a year's time who's a draw and who ain't a draw. You know? And that's going to be a big test to see if Cody Rhodes is actually a draw, is actually a superstar, right? You know, that's going to be the litmus test for Cody Rhodes. Will people actually tune in to watch Raw on Netflix for Cody Rhodes? Will they tune in to watch Seth Rollins, CM Punk? Would you tune in to watch Raw on Netflix to watch Gunther, to watch Rhea Ripley? Now, SmackDown, pretty sure it's still going to be on a network, but I see them moving to a different network and by next year, right? So, this could go well or it could flop. Time will tell, right? So, a lot of changes are being made and a lot of stuff is happening right now. That's why I say this is going to go down as one of the biggest years for the WWE for 2024. I mean, probably wrestling as a whole. It's not just the WWE, it's also AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, TNA. We recently just got TNA back, right? No longer Impact Wrestling. So, yeah, a lot of exciting times. Like, let's try to be positive about this stuff, man. Like, there's too much negativity when it comes to wrestling, and people having their opinions and whatnot. Everybody trying to be all negative and pessimistic all the time. Like, let's just wait and see what happens. I'm more optimistic. I like to wait and see how things play out first before I give a verdict on anything. So this could be the best thing to happen to the WWE. When they eventually move Raw to Netflix. Because quite frankly, I'm tired of the 3-hour Raws. I need them to go back to 2 hours, man. Like, go back to 2 hours. Like, that's the best thing they can do with Raw being on Netflix. Go back to 2 hours. So that being said, this is another edition of Rational Wrestling Talk. The Rational Wrestling Mark. Make sure you like, share the video, subscribe for more content, and I'm out. Peace.